Hello again. Well, I've taken the next step into modern technology and I have bought a stand for the camera phone. Apparently this now means I'm a content creator, which is a bit worrying because I've only just worked out how to set the clock on the oven. Still, this is how it all starts, isn't it? 1 minute you're quietly drinking your Assam tea and the next you're saying things, don't forget to like and subscribe, while pointing aggressively at invisible buttons. Which reminds me, we have a Between Chapters special for the podcast this week. Big Skies and Small Ponds with Drew Baxter. I do hope you have a chance to check that out. And thanks to all of you who have been loyally following the project. It really does mean an awful lot to this old fat fella who sometimes wears a scruffy blue suit. So, this stand, it's pretty neat, I have to say. It arrived in a box, well, let's exaggerate slightly, about the size of a washing machine. And inside there were 17 bits of metal and there were like 3 clamps and 2 mysterious screws. And instructions, of course, instructions that had been translated, I think, from what probably was Icelandic originally. So naturally, it took me the best part of 4 hours to erect it. But at my age, you don't rush these things. And of course, once I had finally assembled it, I discovered that it has Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth. Why does a stand need Bluetooth, I thought? It's a stick. And a remote control. A remote control, look at that. It's about the size of a cough drop. I shall lose that as sure as eggs are eggs. And eggs are very expensive these days. Anyway, do you know something? It just occurred to me, along the way, everything in life has now developed Bluetooth. It wouldn't surprise me soon if the toilet is going to ask me for a firmware update. Anyway, I pressed the little doohickey and apparently connected it to Nextdoor speaker system. The poor woman was halfway through watching an episode of Midsummer Murders when suddenly her sound system announced, pairing successful. She must have thought the Borg had landed in Mansfield. Well, still, I have to admit, now the phone is attached to it and clipped in place, I do feel ever so slightly professional. A bit like Captain Kirk preparing to address the Federation. That's if the Federation mainly dealt with finding the best place for sherry on offer and bargain Lurpak. So yes, welcome to the future, and it's got to stand. Well, that's about it for today, and who knows, maybe we'll speak again very soon. Now, where's that ruddy remote? Oh, bugger, it stopped working. Ruddy technology.